Yesterday, I shared about the peace that Jesus gives us from John chapter 14 and how the peace Jesus gives us is not like anything that's given to us in the world. And it helps us not to be troubled, helps us not to be afraid. Today, we then turn to Romans chapter 12, which you've heard me share from many times because it is such a tremendous chapter. And our verse for today is verse 18, where Paul writes, "If it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all." Okay? If it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. You'll notice there's three clauses, if you will, in that sentence. And this sentence is sandwiched by, this is the meat, the two pieces of bread on either side of it are, "Do not repay anyone evil for evil, but take thought for what is noble in the sight of all." And right after it is, "Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave room for the wrath of God, for it's written, 'Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord.'" So in between those statements of, hey, if someone does something evil or wicked or bad to you, you don't have to respond in the same manner. This is another way of Jesus' statement of turn the other cheek, right? So take thought for what is noble in the sight of all. I'll give you a little trick of how I do that in my own life. When I'm in a situation where maybe it's challenging or someone said or done something that I find, like the reptile part of my brain wants to respond, try to think of your life in those moments like a movie. And how would I want the character playing me to act and to behave? That's a little cue that helps me and could help you to think about what's noble in the sight of all. How would I want that character on the screen to respond so that people would feel like, wow, they did the right thing, even if it was difficult. And so here then in verse 18, it's first of all, if it's possible, and it may not always be possible, to live peaceably with someone else. It could be there's someone who hurt us is a total stranger, it's something that's happened and we're never going to see them again. And so it's not even possible to have forgiveness or reconciliation or repairing a relationship. So first of all, it's if it's possible. Second is as so far as it depends on you, which obviously is teaching the truth that it's not possible to have a peaceful relationship unless both parties, both sides want it and desire it, right? So, but it's so far as it depends on you is what's in your control. Try to be a person of peace. And then the third part is live peaceably with all. This is what we're called to do as followers of Christ, right? Is to try to live peaceably with all other people and not to be people who are seeking vengeance, committing evil, or doing wrong. You and I are called to be people of peace.